Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Rising Star 2 with everyone but Andy. And I think we are at a point where we are going to write a song tonight. And then we are going to go and finish a week of pretty heavy gigging as we open for some other places, other bands in other places. That's what I meant to say. But for now, we're going to write a song. And first we'll do some merging, as we always should. There's one. There's one. Hey, he's got a pretty big number there now. 35. That's moving in the right direction for him. Excellent. Okay, down to 22. We can do a couple of 10s. Wouldn't mind seeing what we got going on down here. Could have done some 15s. Yeah, it's always the case. How about here? Does anybody other than Angel have something that's a 10 or above? Mostly looking at Chad and Kiwi right now. They're the ones, well, no 10s though. They're the ones that I'm trying to maybe get into the awards categories soon. Maybe Topher too. Not seeing any 10s. Okay, so we'll settle for some 6s. There's one. We'll take the 26 out of that matchup and a 2 and a 1. Oh, we still have a 1. Still have another 1. There we go. Okay, all matched up. Now, writing a song. Well, let's start down here. Let's say we can do another all Kiwi song. I feel like I might have destroyed one last time. And if that's the case, I feel a little bad about that because I really was trying to focus on getting her another award quality song. I don't think this one's going to do it though. So maybe it wasn't Kiwi that had, maybe she hadn't written that whole song is what I'm trying to say. With words are stuck. There we go. That gets us to 85. Does she have a 15 lyric? She does. Urgency. That's not bad. We'll take that. Okay. And on the urgency front, there's no time. Actually, that's great, isn't it? There's no time because it's urgent. Yeah, we're going to go with that. High energy. That makes a lot of sense. There we go. And we're going to Memphis. And we're okay with that. We want to go to Memphis. Memphis means a gig. Okay. Well, obviously we can't play that song yet. And we get to play 9. Excellent. The attitudes here. Carefree is out. Deliberation and technology. So, all right, we can work with that. I am going to sort by attitude just to make sense I'm in good shape here. And we're just going to kind of start at the top. This one works. So far, so good. Say yes tonight. Works. Okay, now maybe we should do some arranging. So what I used to do is I would do 3 yellows, 5 reds, 1 blue in a 9 series. And I would usually end with a hot song, popular song. I'm thinking, Who's Jessica does work actually. So we'll go ahead and do that. I was told that, there was speculation that ending on a yellow song is not as good as ending on a red song. And I guess maybe we could kick that around a little and see if there's any truth to that. I really don't know. I haven't really been concerned about it in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my theory or not my theory, but my formula. And we'll just go with that. We could just flip these. I mean, that takes care of that problem, doesn't it? But we'll keep it this way. And I was noticing that Melissa and Local Legend aren't played here. I'm actually thinking I'm going to drop Midnight Adventure, even though it is spontaneous. We're going to go with Local Legend and we'll end it on Who is Jessica. So there we have it. I feel a problem coming on. unfortunately. Oh, it's not that big of an audience, so it's the one where we're going to have like 15,000 folks there, and then speaker's going to, oh, there it was. Okay, Chad's bass guitar was cutting out because somebody's an idiot. Let's get rid of Say Yes Tonight. We should be okay by doing that. Okay, that worked. So usually the song that it happens on doesn't get played normal, the next song doesn't play normal, and the one you cross out doesn't get played. So you kind of have to measure where you're at in the audience energy level. That's what it comes down to. Somebody else leveled. I bet that's Kiwi and or Angel. That would make the most sense. All right. We'll take it. Yeah, we dropped a song. Okay. 1, 2, 3 songs that they loved with tapping feet and stuff like that. About what we expected. So no problem. Yep, Angel and Kiwi both leveling up. That is fantastic. Last one of those for her. I thought she was at 100. That would mean that maybe one of her things that gives her a bonus wasn't activated. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll give her the point there. There we go. And then for this young one, yeah. There it is. Okay. Moving on. Exiting out of here. Where's next? Nashville. Okay, 4,600 at this venue. We're playing 9 songs again. Okay. We were in Memphis, right? So the styles of the songs should be the same as far as what's popular and what is not. Let's take Closer out and put in Streets I Know. Let's take Smirk and a Pose out and put in Melissa. And I kind of want to take one more. Let's take out No Looking Back and put in Born and Raised. Is there another red song? There's got to be another red song. Up here. We're going to take out Just the Licks and we're going to put in 17 Summers. I want to see how that one does a second time. And maybe we'll put it up here. Let's go with Local Legend first, kind of get them jumping because we know that song's like a border. And we'll do that. Not perfect. I've got one too many yellows really, but I'm not going to complain. That'll work. Actually, it's the right number. It's just different order. So there we go. Felt like that took a while to wind up, didn't it? 2,900 screaming fans. Okay. It looks like it should be a pretty decent result. There will be a day that we look at this and it will say shirts sold out and we will be so excited. At least I will. Hopefully you're excited for the band as well. But that is a fun thing when it happens, when you finally make it to where you're selling out of merchandise and things because you just can't bring enough with you to sell. Not today. Didn't expect that anyway, but there we have it. Did okay. We did okay. I'm pleased with that. Born and Raised, not doing it. Gonna have to let that one go. 17 Summers is okay. Say Yes Tonight. That was the one I was curious about. It did well here. That's good. So I think we're gonna cut Born and Raised unless when I come over here, I see a reason not to. And the one reason I was thinking, and it is not. I thought it might be written all by one person. It is not. It's been distributed 14 places. So we can't get rid of it. We can just archive it. I think we're going to archive it. I don't know. Tough decision. It's not doing horrible. It's just not pulling its weight. All right. I'm going to hold off. Let's move forward on our tour, mini tour up to Champaign. Well, hey, we have a pretty good set for playing in Illinois. We know that. And we are the middle line, so we'll do 9 songs again. We could probably just run with this, but let's take a peek, make sure we're not missing anything important. 17 Summers is very much a middling song. We can maybe do that. And you don't have to play your hits every time. You don't. You don't have to do that. We're going to drop Born and Raised this time because we know it is not loved. Do Snarl to Consent. Local Legend. I want to see if we get foot tapping and all that fun stuff again. I think we will drop Melissa this time. And let's put in Separate Fruit. Can still end with it. Nothing wrong with that. That's what I was trying to do. All Curves, Say Yes Tonight. Who is Jessica? Yeah, this will work. You know what I do? I'm gonna drop Who is Jessica as well. Even though it is a really strong song, we're gonna do Private Sorts. I want to see where that one falls again today. And if it falls way south of decent, we might go ahead and drop that one as well. So that's gonna do it. Made $1,000 before we even plugged in the instruments. And we're at 100 already. That's always a wonderful sign. The downside is you just don't get that much feedback on the songs because beyond that, because you don't know how much they really did. That should be, I guess that should be Chad leveling up. Based on our past experience, looks like all the songs gained some popularity. That is fantastic. We earned $51 in endorsements. Shirts. Only sold 15 shirts. I might have dropped the price further if I really want to push those, but I feel like it made a little bit of a difference. A couple of episodes ago, we talked about that. I dropped the price, considering it more advertising than money or fundraising. So we'll see. Private Sorts did okay. It didn't crash and burn. Okay. About what we expected, and most of the audience dancing. It has a lot of potential, but only in Illinois, or when hometown pride is atop people's minds. All right, we're taking him to 100 points. We're going to bump lyrics and stage presence. That'll do it. Yep. Where is the next stop on this tour? Back in St. Louis. So we're just going to go home. Oh, you know what? The gig is here, so we'll drive to the next gig, make sure we get to it. I want to refresh all my songs. We are seeing some starting to fall off a little bit. And we'll get these 2 ready for next week. There we go. The Slippery Wash. Yep, we intended this one. I was going to hit a music store on the way over there. I think we're going to skip Christopher's this time. Let's try another one. Go by 2 or 3 more at least. Angus's. Okay, so first let's repair. Oh, that's not too bad. And I think, ooh, nice magic number there. I think it's always good to, when you have a little bit of cash and you are facing something like this, chip away at it. Now, we don't have anything super low, but we do have this at 61. We'll refurbish that. And this is at 72. We'll refurbish that. Ouch. It's okay. We'll do it anyway. And okay, there we have it. I think that'll do. Wouldn't mind checking on strings. Bass strings. Come on. How are we looking? He's got 26 sets of strings. He's fine. Topher on drumsticks. He is down to 6. What are his bonuses? Just writing music. So there we go. All right. Well, they're only +1, but yeah, we'll do that. Drum heads. How's he looking on drum heads? He's only got one for playing and writing music. He's got a few for, yeah, we'll be okay, but we'll go ahead and buy him a couple more of these. And we will check out cymbals because you probably should always check out cymbals. They have a very high price variance, but they also have tremendous quality differences too. Okay, so strings for Angel. Okay, she's doing all right. Yeah, her big ones, you know, well, what you got for stage presence? 3. Okay, well, that's a 3 for stage presence. We could do that. Stage presence 4. Well, that's hard to pass up. Okay. Take 10 of those, and we're good to go. Let's go play our gig. The Slippery Wash. We have decent popularity here, 18. I'd say that's above decent. Break a leg. Thank you. I think. No, I know that's supposed to be a happy, pleasant term. We're going to start with our newer stuff. Boom, boom, boom. We are going to play that one. Streets I Know. No Looking Back. Just the Licks, Letting Loose. Born and Raised, As It Comes. Melissa. Short Space to Hate. That looks good. So I might want to do that. That should work. There's a couple of patterns I use for 12 songs. I'll use red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, blue, red, blue, red, red. Red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. That would be 12 with 3 yellows. Yeah. The other one I tend to do is a couple of yellows and more blues. So only 2 yellows, but 3 blues. We don't have 3 great blue songs. So let's try that other formula. Just see how it works out. Red, yellow, red, yellow. Red, yellow. Red, blue. Red, blue. Red, red. Red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, blue, red, red. That'll work. Let's see if that one works. Not bad so far. Energy looking about right. This is where I was a little concerned, but nope, we're fine. We're fine. Had that number there had to get about 60, 62-ish. So just fine. In fact, it all worked out exactly right. Sometimes it bleeds a little bit off where it's not exactly the 15s and 30s and 40s. Okay. All right. I think this was good. Yeah, 17 Summers, we knew that. It's an okay song. Sunday Morning Sunshine did a lot better here. I think it was a 4-star before, maybe not, but I thought it was doing no better than this one. And I expected this. So no 3s though, that's important. Short Space to Hate, I think we might go ahead and drop that one if it isn't recorded or just archive it outright. Born and Raised, we talked about doing that as well, but it turned out was that the one? We'd already recorded it, I think. So nonetheless, we only had 3 where they were tapping their feet, but that's okay. I did not look at shirt sales. I did want to see 108. All right. That's fantastic. 28 albums, 11 of some singles. Good. Awesome. We are in St. Louis. We can go home. January 19th. And the Shady Awards are either tomorrow or the next day. So we have written a song. We wanted to practice. Got a couple of songs to work on. And as you'll see, we'll go up to 38 and 79? Yeah, because maximum is 35 points per day. I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and, well, let's write a song. Let's do it the right way. And then next week we'll spend time rehearsing it. It's the right way to do it. Some 20s for Kiwi. Let's get a 35. Nope. We can make a 35 now, though. Do I want to do that? Maybe not. Let's do some other merges first. And then I think we're going to want to jump to rhythm. That's a big number. I think we keep the big number in that case. Down to 22. So we'll burn a 6, which leaves us with 3s and 1s. Could still do some 3s. There we go. Topher got game. All right, and then a 1. Rarely do you get a 1 lyric this far into the game for your principal writer that's still floating. Usually you've just, the ideas are stagnant because you don't get numbers that low, but it looks like we're still picking them up here and there. So that's good. What kind of song do we want to write? Well, just out of curiosity, what could Chad do if he did his best? Okay, that's actually a little better than I thought, but I know he doesn't have any 25 lyrics. He has a 6 lyric. That would be the best he could do. We're going to hold off for now on burning through his pieces like that. We could try Kiwi again, see if anything has changed for her. Start there, go to there. Does she have a solid riff? She's got a couple of pretty decent riffs. Ooh, all the way to 89. I don't think she has a 15 lyric yet, though. That was the other. Oh, nope, that's Angel. Look at that. We have a possible 100 song for Kiwi, 89 technical musicianship. Her playing is good. We're going to go for it. It is a spontaneity song. Let's go with Leap of Faith. Okay. Today is the Shady Awards. I'm not all that interested, and it is the end of the week. We're going to go ahead and end our episode here. The band earned 2,100 in royalties. That's fantastic. We went up 13 positions again. We did a lot of playing, so that clearly is becoming more and more evident. The more you play, the more you'll sell. I do figure that makes a lot of sense. But we'll have to see how things continue in the next episode. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate a subscribe. And as always, please leave any comments on things you'd like to see. But until next time, fair travels.